when you were speaking, I was actually thinking about a quotation from Richard Dawkins' book, River Out of Eden. It's a really powerful description of the human improbable experience about we open our eyes in a world, and I just couldn't find the quote, but I remember like it was so beautifully worded. I mean, that's one gift he has. He's very good at writing. And the other thing which came to mind, and this is why I was smiling when you were talking with what about nature and how it evokes religiosity. In Speaker's Corner, we get to meet all types of people. And now, Shoaib, we've got to a level where if anybody's talking about Christianity, you know they're Christian. And everybody else, you can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that they are going to be agnostic or an atheist. Like that's the level of society in London now. I remember there was this man on this ladder and he was standing up and speaking, and he was speaking about feminism and bashing feminism, and a lot of atheists bash feminism as well. And I just went up to him and started speaking. So while I was speaking to him, he was speaking about certain things that we agree on. Anyway, afterwards, I said to him, "Do you believe in God?" And he said something very interesting, and it stuck with me. He said, "I'm a gardener. I see creation. I do believe in God." That was it. And he was really like, he wasn't just some random person. Like he was educated. He's educated, he was articulate. Yet when it came to him, like his belief in God, and he was, remember, this is in the context of him orating the problems with feminism and all this other sophisticated arguments that he's coming up with. And he actually had a lot of knowledge of, a lot of topics. But when it came to his belief in God, it was simply to do with him seeing nature. That was it. That was it. It was literally nothing else. I also believe that we have to sometimes let the beauty of nature not be numerically discounted through argumentation or quantification of some sort. Because this sometimes happens. Well, how can you show that? I mean, forget all of that. Sometimes it's about evoking something so deep inside that you don't need to even make it into an argument. It's just there. There's actually, if you go to YouTube and you watch BBC Question Time, right? There's a particular episode that they had to do with, should we teach creationism in schools, right? And there's a Muslim guy on there with the name of Dawood. And what's really interesting is in his story, he was a hardcore Darwinist, a hardcore atheist, studying evolutionary biology at university in the University of Leicester. And he saw the cell through the microscope, and he was studying the cell, and it just hit him there and then that there has to be a God. In one instant, it just hit him. Then he started looking at the stars, and his paradigm shifted. And then he was on the BBC Question Time arguing why creationism should be taught in schools. I mean, he did a complete U-turn, even though he has a biological background, right? So the power of the beauty can penetrate the stiff hearts which have been clouded by all this argumentation and shubahat and desires and all these types of things. I think you're absolutely right. The beauty can just penetrate all of those armors.